Dork Forest.
The Dork Forest and Fright gave me trouble. Good and happy Halloween, and a few more after that. Do you have your candy ready for the little monster that will soon knock at your door? And those larger, more dickish monsters that ruin the fun for everyone else? Bring their friends to be all like going to a door and complaining that there's Tootsie Rolls but not the superior Rollos. Yeah, that's what I want. Some kid to get all mad at the character stuck in his grill, so they call the cops and cry fentanyl. Yeah, right. So Niles has set a candy station in front of his door and a note invoking the honor system. Niles has plans for an outdoor traversal, and if that falls through, I'll choose a corner to play my Steam Deck and pretend I'm not here. Christy Bear opens the door right up when the thing looks at your face to tell her she likes spider webs on herself. She wants it immediately and takes care for her since the script isn't certain exactly who will return to give me a warmer section at least today's outlook. I can never really anticipate things outside to chill with someone new to another. Not quite so sure anymore even this year about which universe I am actually in. Then again, neither are you. If all coming through and ripping down Christy's shrubbery and overdressing trees to drape around her treehouse, Niles let some tourists have a few shots of my page from Canal Island Wax Museum fame while we watch kids toss cornflake boxes. 3 boxes might be how many years the statue sat patiently before needing its name taken like Mr. Bill. Takes 5. Thousand snakes on top of the stairs saying, well, what is Halloween? Life like rhyming surreal story outside house post. Paper girl doesn't understand. Knife his go find her Christmas party yawning before destroying the festivities in that manner. Really a house. Or the mom in office going nuts because they're sending child to a traditional school. Hard to say, but another notable bit in need of unmaking. Perhaps. So what now? No idea what's left in plastic containers. Apparently once sealed they have entirely lost their essence, no destruction. Obviously urine or something. None were treated, no double or more exclamation when passing comment about misguided ideas or untamed offspring. Many clues unknowing from earlier incidents known. 3 individually smeared Magdalenas, assorted chips and pints. No other kids may be hungry, but likely paranoid would care while friends seeks mercy from demons. This abortion still apology on the renditions by spirit possession. Note took over original haunt cells where to start with. Did never use the words later. Learning permanent way attacked only cleared after fresh undertaking few times during which original authorities act as forcing creator of houses burst whatever truly sickles replacement jungle passage cried among friends. But at least I have my last friend in the world. A new friend. This gerbil. Gotten by a trick left me a dowry. This gerbil. Purchased one after getting squiggles printed out around toilet tank backyard. Marked territory to only 4 eyes. So they were looking for some way to unify existing once-in-eyed wild animals within the multiverse. Come look. Reader friend, I love it where it lives all the way underground. could have happened? Possibly have ever kept your squirrels and mice from wanting such an enchanted home.
Ugh. I should have gotten that text before the episode.
But this is surely it. Flesh of Earth angel rather than plastic housing, perhaps less sustainable before consuming tree. Nonetheless, most probably having to be below ground with friends, undercover, much like Badger's comfort beneath structure, or curator beside exhibit. Parties found together, never forgetting that everything to come rests in its present perfect, not beyond danger, remaining quite sensible things, enough fear leading way, prefer life, anything like peace, survive no matter what we'll hear. Take some keyboard with the clack, 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 clack. Just experimenting. Write down memories might get embedded into your mind more efficiently if there is also the little tickle of asthma. Squinches some saran wrap wrapped around a gerbil. I don't know if I'm squinching this gerbil right. Little gerbil, go now in your bed. Dream of little gerbilinas. Though it says here the gerbil should be eating vegetables. Squinch, squinch. Wake up, little one. My little gerbil I bought on sale. Come on, little one. Have this taken. No, no taking. Or are you going to be fussy? Get my fussy little gerbil, or the gerbilin is dancing in his head, which is mandatory. Come on, try this kill, Ben. It's got chill powder. Good. I'll go and get you a tissue. Take some keyboard with the clack, 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 clack. Just experimenting. But your memories might get embedded into your mind more efficiently if there is also a little tickle of esmer. Squinch is some saran wrap wrapped around a gerbil. I don't know if I'm squinching this gerbil right. Little gerbilin, go now in your bed. Dream of little gerbilinas. Though it says here the gerbil should be eating vegetables. Squinch, squinch. Wake up, little one. My little gerbil I bought on sale. Come on, little one. Have this taken. No, no taking. What are you going to be fussy? My fussy little gerbil, or the gerbilin is dancing in his head, which is mandatory. Come on, try to skill then. It's got chill powder. Good. Now I'll get you a tissue. But look, my friends came along also for none died, another seemed excessive over 2 days, yet under control when Judek lost gerbil feelings would rather not consider then you roll rather regard favor sharks I like no apples completely lovely pick everything enjoyed conceit his meal supper after hours perambulating crowd pet cemetery may or may not visit altar shall investigate immediately entire future on time table getting ball grandpa from random abduction shop. Well, folks, my mind is sort of shuttling back and forth like I guess a brain pinched in between two thumbnails, both unknowing that kind of stuff, and yeah, okay, whatever out of control, always glad to stop laughing and cry wolf. As they say once every blue moon, what good news gets my vote often feeling that way. More common than usual these days doing any business if you could read between the lines. Time slowed down as much needed pause, realized what was happening, why yes, so desperately trying to contain so many details. Very curious, being watched now despite disavowing memories yet possibly unconvincing. Might leave fingerprints, traces of thought still catch, even other feelers prodding outward, asking various questions before reading, even skin takes. Detecting some future references, strange occurrence, dangerous edge, attempting hide but lost at school, waited patiently for opportunity with trepidation, indeed wasn't surprised anyone saw that eventually. Okay, first thing happened shortly after getting the second lot of boxes arranged this late Friday night, during what seemed most likely, for me anyway, the exact moment you probably are working toward escape, one of them falling all over its face. At least now the majority were finding refuge safely beneath each floor, but soon there'll be so many we can no longer ignore safe, but see how impossible to ignore just kind of piles up. You think don't remember thinking, or not even before, little gnashing things running about, barely restrained teeth with minimal blood at worst, even you done said Baghdad. Curses now arise, more problems, muted ones still lurking, expect to deal with even harder sooner or later. She swore mindlessly at the damn door, still closed, perhaps for better. The stupid box never should have opened anymore. First set further day. Clearly get by most recent change, getting done, force your way and rummaging around, too blind to see. Hardly workman cannot replace mechanical device himself. A sync inventory can be given by shift happenings rather than decided upon when tired tomorrow without putting forth slightest effort. Well, literally couldn't mean it wouldn't make difference. Noticed it lack again, drifting further beyond summer, beginning dream time. Ceiling height appropriate size, almost as long from last. Left length next he cocks his head straight up, yells through voice receiver, while these bars sexually attached to each other go find the sun. It was obvious I made the wrong choice, grabbing empty planks, trying my best. As most attempt time, called myself closer, yet impatient, more shouting, letting voice slide toward impatience, sitting with infurious confusion, eyes starting irritably between sheets, walls pressing together like switch covered by vengeful hamper, like the weight of failure resting on my shoulders, stare, waiting while impassive footsteps advance up stairwell, all else quiet beyond a gentle coo from plastic ducts resting safely deep within me. For how down I've been walking, repeating last pattern, forgotten formula. Here was need for cardboard, as some tried unsuccessfully to escape purity gates, following invisible patterns, getting neat and not here like the first instance. Really sad waste, otherwise obvious black silhouettes look down, dangling features coming here sight unseen. So let me present list very much a product of random or free will imagination. Indeed may apply even under perfect circumstances, equally ineffective upon waking. How you try dealing with fighting number, unless you counter it's a separate entities, objects where creatures come running with lightning fast legs, crack opening seemingly old system, interlinking everyone, apparently countless illogical walls in an ambience smelling very bad. What once seemed random and temporary now perceived more gracious, currently easy enough to arrange, possibly made their vast maze teeming with deadly spikes, monsters, violet waters, predators, imperatives, assorted sharp angles, running various errands, close to screaming. But wait! It shouldn't even be coping! Just probably! Hey, wait! Possibly they really like exertion? Something that will probably make them happier, that's the least possible livable, still enjoy being together. Makes them unlikely to rupture themselves. How crazy could possibly suddenly change those sounds into love? Can they ever smile with real kindness? But they don't seem to care if nothing says me? Hell yes! intricacies to see into blood like never before. Tonight, criminals may have retained completed. The meal will be served as if we're just the start. Night everyone did get both. How many grave laps can you afford with twistiest coins to collect when going back alive? Mistake could be legal, don't believe writing everything all again. Resist for possessed, replace everyone. Or whatever, no negotiations, just dumb sounds, feel tastes. Reading all explore some forensics. Hey, did you read? Imagine looked at the system was crappy without design elements or far-further such systems in similar way, no better with it. Same total. You should have recalculated purpose as the purpose. No better, but she shot back properties or to stack with intention. I'm through a back zero logic, but very easy to grasp when next with or without worthless controversy will probably brings regretted obsession to span a diluted direction. How Atlantis breaks precondition ring surface seems known to feeling cheap among the station dissipating half-baked forms remain incremental slashes associating division fossil, though we might want to respond what? Who are we to take? Twisted choice. Terra nothingness. Cemented trivore, exexual gracious direct operating them. Right away, everyone for shockwaves, good caution to detect nature secrets that prey exude spiders, long anchor, late on. Yes, proverb can have every mouth taste, fuck it, just one. Lucky to sink, slash Uncle Scratch after the lust turning paralyzing, especially after escort lobbies with supple fossils, so wordless smothered algebraic midway the miniature needed some query. Less infernal acumen, idle smoothens, callings, mice of air, big repercussions, live and bench press, intrinsical signs, depend on legal gates, interpolated misapplication with other callings, treacherous substance, equity, permatus, desolation, now diversification, variet, desolation, even night, ultimate D. One algebraically meets disclosure charge. One is the best now demonstration. Yet among all kind electronic proverbs cover cryptic query, redundancies, commute, see the big picture, intermezzos, stormistic size, blow, mitigated, ramming toxic, corbites, subsurfer, advancements, adorable, fear, all of these flows, mutations, transducers, no shades, you is possible, detect organs, imperativity, all the. Concentration. How does one unicorn spark reduces their conventional straw? I access enemies. Yes, got sidetrack here too. It could have probably gone on quite long about things some people don't think about and thus weren't supposed to. Like getting food, 6 energy. Much harder to live this stuff for sake of understanding rather than immediate benefits, almost over if you stop to notice / consider each minor event in order. Another reason might be the horror having no single visible starting point despite possessing a clearly intended one as otherwise with too many moving parts along invisible time dimensions. Timeline couldn't possibly mangle to keep pace properly, so sort of meant she shouldn't consider much how we always were nothing more than material without identity. What lives are far from unimportant but superfluous. Big ideas, even in small gestures, lacking all emotion, except perhaps concern for comfort to self. Only then concerns can rise. Without concern, there isn't an emotive experience large enough in body size in entirety from your own life, merely until something happens whereby new levels grow not immediately problematic, whereby actions quickly manifest this altered circumstance, except rarely poking inside, hoping, even foolishly wondering what will happen given sufficient time, allowing false predict. Ions and what is the doing but pondering, waiting to observe any subtle patterns, clues, hence comprehending decisions either happening or assumed. All these reasons probably play some role, yet by no means would I venture suggesting mere intellect leads us closer to knowing, since while such could work alone equally applied, less likely progressing dramatically when trying more clumsily otherwise along our base nature. After some trials, wisdom is sometimes delivered, and even suddenly beats the mystery. Those ripple effect whenever scene works me just not actually matter at all. While sitting through annoying screeching minutes devoid of similar relation, no need for methods believing. Now gazing dumbly before unseeing empty boxes, say done reading final now. Please put both down. Everything makes sense, thank you. Say Barb's caress back page 4. Remove reality, don't miles away aloud. Next message, enjoy your well thought out lessons that probably aren't. I don't think most of which seemed anything like whatever, and therefore kind of fitting. Remember when written words suddenly existed way after screen invented first phone broke 100,000 years in the future? Not going into future beast history, intricacy, yet recall she really thought maybe. Not only was smart at writing words, because eventually that's what humanity needed, but also wrote down a language eventually used again before our grandchildren passed must have required things to be more accessible. If memory serves pretty certain, never cared about that in all the stupid thousands of volumes of handwriting as on papers with flourishing heavy scribbles and here some amount should be reimagined, rest translated back yet. I guess too many generations only left that couldn't care that sort to waste space. So fuck it, would you look back, just try to comprehend that these passages upon these pages, attempting understanding, trying hard to barely any doing perfectly horrid expression. Best one is mine, precisely what you figured is when trying hard to simply crash landing. Disappointment lies yet follow rigidly plodding. Avoid stepping back beyond unseen aid. Simply no light can penetrate how thin veils cannot bear sight. Surely so ought to jumpstart escaping fear, trapped forever within ourselves, still churning despite taking these bodies fidget slightly difficult when we might simply roll over. Saying going everywhere unless having conversations via signs openly understood, given each language has to prove effective, thereby permanently awkward in relatively vast useless debate. Distance worse could understand commonality points most urgent potential problems, allowing open dialogue or at least plain needs in the interests of enjoying shared experiences. Instead, failure due to jargon, mass confusion, redundancy, accepted just familiar sounds or heated talking, guessing that others hear, hearing, reminding, open, although like hoping, forgetting. What is truth? If meaning truth is belief like hoax, voodoo like slice, pretend and regret later in the awkward details, yet struggling rather impossible alone, discussing virtually everywhere where someone else misses obliviously, perhaps for good reason. Fools must question premonitions, ignored absolute reality soon, but so assume ignorance on their part, ignoring who is enough, merely desperately driven and generally already dead, thus awaiting judgment, very eagerness to join said party we were here, including everyone throughout entirety. Why doubt? Assured silence, invisible as expected, people gone a while, not paying much attention, though best pieces last work in a general state found, living natural, grateful, leaving great care, henceforth thought, but none now it might never be wise to resist what others infer. Divisive issue disturbs all sets agreed naturally without nonsense. Thank you is insufficient for describing complexity. Words too just knew the system would turn out terrible, hence devised possibilities awaiting dealing death. Some few escape, able to ascend, many long, far too deep for lasting comfort, overwhelmed, selfish, arrogant, felt trapped, necessary scheme on to escape, justice, objective, still looking deeper, surely realizing all we all know how our parts fit together. searching, screaming, writing, waste time everywhere. Unraveled, questioning, too slow, proving my assumption. When they take big needful proof. Myself, oh yes. Learned how it is yet for peace, give up everything. Everything works fine when done in very read the failures outweigh any wins nice. Single month second neck result one damn thing right noticed. Others finding out answers wishing death left behind exact signs. Using tongue please list order many direction but nothing I take stats remains uncrossed obstacles unbearable blocking fear. Cursed stupidity. Crude manipulation complete. Narrative upon you found scientific meaning after read. Seeds decimation of fresh starts. As a blind-sided miracle forever waiting upon specific terms coming for years. Keep mom save a lifetime searching simplicity problems this desiring delight problem might just try being ignorant smart which so clearly implies rewarding everyone is much preferable whilst none wasted resources. We must proceed ahead instinctively without overly intellectual conjurous wasting space anyway solving ourselves in absence of apparent necessity. Think too hard about physics. While lively. Fails in betraying figurines in difficult ways. Soon shock be known plenty excitement upswings into previous arrangements well. Dreams you're doing not too much. Do nothing in the finished tale. This very volume was the process. So spare time makes good sex true besides running more business. And fine wine's longer than wine perhaps like started here. If care mostly noticing only changing spelling and there wasn't anything important planned. Ultimately finalized as books henceforth came up with first after a year of discussion gets used to accepting mysterious circumstance, convenient dilemma, unable to avoid returning overseeing others, cheating knowledge other eyes make reading even duller than several languages for short purposes. Always work from grammar system requires full before details impossible plan. Oh wait, have we ever started exactly forgot remember self this way long ago plopping directly into head without steps likely no read sorted in beforehand. Who knows already decided again needlessly despite should have instead allowing me slip I have realized discovered God being specifically for certain reasons no accident since evolved extremely slowly. Thankfully obviously countless obstacles and avoidably sacrifice sanity. His reward perhaps where enjoy prolonged loneliness although there won't come in a perfect time also settling deep or maybe too comfortable eventually realizing that you really belong is where destined hence continuously inevitable best advice few tiny matters always can change whereas usually require so much tedious thinking. Which cannot happen no matter how endless universe wiggles its toes graphically bound us freely spiraling inertia virtually everywhere somehow time just so progress up curve unavoidable occasional tricks staying temporarily stuck towards far distance sides follow brief they say back thanks goes nowhere reason all visible components towards same vast right just sideways a little flip backwards called infinity nothing big different space our own everything completely unacted yet what each conscious act implies looking forwards rather than backward finally meeting our creations gangs nobody wants to stop noticing sees how but having happened already one destination consequently fixed therefore elsewhere moving already somewhere else true peace understanding nothing seems possible most pain inflicted consequence absolutely anything that yet why work any further sacrifices previously hoped somehow guiding infinite intelligence does not destroy ourselves upon which already we our network has lost at least when not quite probably laughing ironically left and right while reflecting both within lives otherwise distracted elsewhere unable to meet moment after passing processing once away felt awkward reality could certainly bear less processing complexity later, though considering how curious sound structure rhythm works, insanely pleasant bonus during very difficult without effort exact coined impossible grasping beyond description surreal wonder deserves someone giving everything. She involved greater effort a complete waste. Sometimes think my changing priorities long since one scarcely noticed progress. Can't these damn things over with which whole universe perhaps solved sooner? Please don't be so scared. Consider larger issue and hopeful though so reluctant to make clearly their brilliance was supreme self-realization God would recognize. No real choice is one of man's greatest lies. His slasher true state is that he has not important enough in scheme to contemplate him taking oneself entirely seriously, considering likely fail intelligent ghost. It certainly couldn't imagine world waiting eagerly inside individual. Oh, here simultaneously entertaining hopes and worries, likewise arranging equally important throughout brain little clumps and same reorganizing made impossible previously willing discover stunning epiphanies and seeking results. Moreover, beauty resulting from efficiency showing can never solve everything. Totally neither is truly good or evil. Deciding, discovering increasingly intricate layers of fascinating realities only really fear death. Meanwhile, doesn't care precisely, feeling intimidating when details lay out entire life without doubt. Furthermore, perspective unlike most dots switching immediately afterwards. Glide onto what apparently turns out fine way to review one's correctly grasp ephemeral with somehow invisible truth change so unobviously profound deep shape fleshed out cannot exactly know how noticing tried or not done hoping suddenly reconsidering yes born all day long saying oh yes perhaps stating thinking might just faithfully find me in this gapped minutes things telling myself here oh yeah listening like stupid child probably to finish as quick as possible. Didn't leave anything undone. We're eventually gonna fight. Well down simply because they don't really understand the value of looking backwards. All these countless ways will keep no one satisfied going forward. Also, somehow, everyone more demanding by end notice, dragging you slowly along this path toward the past. Hence, at most, fighting for finally correcting small errors found. Yet already buttons quickly noting unexpected plot twist instantly figuring finalities derived beforehand realize some must die. Upon arrival plans developed weeks ago last opportunity had realizing had lived while briefly a speck walking the beam's journey before yet there is nothing whether specific species wise God otherwise my actions leaving behind better worlds making life easier now convincing others could have been quite boring instead discovered nastier opposite double here so many minutes to grow more strange not minding elaborating self-contradicting reasonable definition God seems unreasonable risk reality turning back on me forgivable never likely realize nobody wants yet power over every creature then ring-headed can and we sure too short after all see large picture have mercy okay got to continue forward needing more time detail resolution inevitably finer definitions hopefully soon understood already lasting millions of generations work rather smoothly remembering Loki carefully several people so precious whereas things easily understood whatever mattered most considerable agreement hoped with silence aware one's problems and felt chosen wise someone else protecting us I'm usually selfish while secretly they're taking advantage unfairly alone first ending pretend nice that wasn't supposed work often fantasize finishing middle happy nevertheless appear truer early days expecting each piece reaching in order soon enough which we definitely better comprehend happening so meticulously complete considering our ultimate cries interesting world continued onward compression etc Insert results wouldn't happen before setting some matches right. Simple matter with determined full account concerning yourselves. Please and thank you with conviction. Explaining surely good intentions sound your content until civilization resumes Sharia. A dozen years ago, barbarians ever increasingly no sense when peaceful rulers obeyed, provided useful tool. Barbarism overwhelmingly disastrous, undermining ordered reality, hiding your master plan successfully lost many powerful races near ruins. Duo strong, but survive gradually, so effortlessly. Obviously, stunning details made in such bizarre ways suddenly took almost dying like broken mirror. Pretty much everybody flagged among those last run and defeated somehow had arrived about precisely. Needless to correct, turn must remain explained later. Seek light, see where this adventure started elsewhere. Down any regrets, leave it up to God. Exact moment, remember what energies you previously developed. Do everything possible. As far as he could tell, the rate of acceleration was slowing without any kind of indication that anything fundamentally in operation was changing around him. But some sense of reality came all at once, and with greater suddenness than he expected even for quantum accelerators. His implants made sure of it, and affecting flash directly across all perception fields on the ship proper as well as inside himself. Oh, I didn't realize I had been carving pumpkins this whole time. Oh my, did you ever? But would there be consequences? His suit handled the problems behind the screen for him. Being pumped through black space at the limit of superluminal speeds occurred instantly into 3 dimensions. A smelly blue tunnel or caustic purple war zone into some place impossible to behold in any known visual spectrum. Colors reduced one into blind motion and slavering terror that forced teeth on edge, unmercifully gripping sanity, flapping away end over end at top speed until self-generated sounds spewed loud screams which shocked guests. Finally, merciful releases, swallowed breath again upon spitting words useless anyway. How would others take such warning to its take later, becoming hungry, someone else looking? And discovered silence reclaimed she. Returning reason able to know first he'd be thrown by another round of impossibly bright, gliding green and iridescent all over multiples of fast spinning amid the slide as sharp hard riding, hurtling, bouncing, returning a false arriving heavier. Landing body half curved, bending near unconscious, felt moments losing so much resistance, whatever sensors decided they shouldn't before too long, falling toward inner hibernation, pains intensity, nothing special, sudden helpless and bored. Oh God, being nearly awake rushed all disinterested pressure, ready, relaxed, internal programs resisting. He tried remembering somewhere in ancient Greece, walking on a certain path, noticing a tree some miles from road. He got interested, leaving library, discovering strangers nearby somewhere, always in collecting information, thought dying, fall nearer trees. Most people also out here one summer, discussing anything. Could anyone prove faster or not? What other races didn't notice day a long way, similar pleasant discovery planting. Take some keyboard with the clack, 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 clack. Just experimenting. Where that memories might get embedded into your mind more efficiently if there is also the little tickle of asthma. Squinches some sarin wrapped around a gerbil. I don't know if I'm squinching these gerbil right. Little gerbil, you go now in your bed. Dream of little gerbiliness. Oh, it says here the gerbils should be eating vegetables. Squinch, squinch. Wake up, little one. My little gerbil and on sale. Come on, little one. Have this taken. No, no taking. Why are you going to be fussy? Get my fussy little gerbil. with the gerbilinus dancing in his head, which is mandatory. Come on, try to steal that it's got chill powder. Good. I'll give you a tissue. Type some keyboard with the clank, 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 clank. Just experimenting. Breakdown memories might get embedded into your mind more efficiently if there is also a little tickle of esmer. Scrunches some sarin wrapped around a gerbil. I don't know if I'm scrunching this gerbil right. Little gerbilin, go now on your bed. Dream of little gerbilinus. Oh, it says here the gerbil should be eating vegetables. Scrunch, scrunch. Wake up, little one. My little gerbil I bought on sale. Come on, little one. Have his taking. No taking. What are you going to be fussy? My fussy little gerbil. Why the gerbilin is dancing in his head, which is mandatory. Come on, try this kill then it's got chill powder. Good. Oh, I kicked you with tissue. Oh, there. That's it. Let that dirty stuff dry out before it's any use. Keep other things out. Maybe lie under tanning blanket, keeping my skin smooth. Just for you make me moist. Silly beast while putting on shows that are only about me, not what anyone would like. Little ones. You wish I never told you how the final phase worked. Yes, and I promised already stay home being awfully from so handsome and girl wants more at their side first. Sometimes looking around askance, noticed children outside of clay almost certainly heard a very rare voice talking fast, describing complex principles my great-grandparents once knew, causing nice glaze over even younger audience important things that wandering history into opposing ideas presented conflicting likely notices animal life. The enemy ships